guys, welcome back to another video. We have lots of things to talk about on this Friday to end off the week in gaming news from Xbox at Gamescom. Looks like they're gonna have a lot of content there, to a delay for one of their big first party games, to a bunch of other things. But before we do jump into it, if you do like daily gaming news and content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and check out the link to my Spotify in the description. So we know Xbox is going to Gamescom this year, and they gave us the official announcement here as to exactly what we can expect at Xbox Gamescom 2024. They say they will have over 50 titles to check out. The booth will include a theater, photo ops, a gear store, and more. And then you can also check out Xbox at Gamescom live from the show floor, they say, on a broadcast from August 21st to 23rd. It also does sound like they are going to be having some games at the showcase for Gamescom Live, which is like that opening show where we get a bunch of trailers and we see some more games that are going to be released in the future. But in terms of the games, here are some of the games that people are going to be playing hands-on at the Xbox booth. So you're going to be able to check out Age of Mythology Retold, Ara History Untold, Diablo 4, The Vessel of Hatred, Fallout 76, Milepost Zero, The Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road, and Towerborn. And they also say that there will be exclusive theater presentations of Avowed, Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, and Starfield Shattered Space. On top of those games and everything that we just said there, Blizzard will be there at Gamescom joining the Xbox booth, which, I mean, isn't a surprise. Blizzard is now Xbox, so they're always going to be together, or at least have games shown off at the same time. And they're going to show off here, so like I said, Diablo and World of Warcraft, which is pretty cool. And we'll see again more of the Vessel of Hatred expansion that is coming in October. And then on top of that, they say that there will be playable titles from third-party partners. So lots of cool games here, like Star Wars Outlaws, Space Marine 2, which is what I'm really looking forward to, Rebellion's Atomfall, and then Stalker 2, which just recently got a delay, is going to be there with an all-new demo. And then there will be an indie select area where they say here, dedicated to diverse, exciting upcoming titles from independent developers. We'll host games including Maximum Entertainment Squirrel with a Gun, Noodle Cake's Winter Burrow, and Creatures of Ava, and then many, many more. So lots of cool stuff there. There's going to be tons of stuff here at Gamescom that games are going to be shown off, and more information about them is going to be there. And they're also going to have prizes for like Game Pass and other things happening within the booth. So this is going to be huge. August 21st to August 23rd. Xbox is going to have a bunch of stuff. And we also heard after the Xbox showcase of 2024 that they had so many games, so many things that they wanted to show off, they weren't able to fit it all within that original showcase, and that Gamescom would be another place where we would see more. So I'm expecting at the Gamescom Live showcase that we may see something new from Xbox, a trailer for a game that we haven't seen in a while, or maybe just a brand new announcement. But then there'll be lots of deep dives of all the games that we are looking forward to after that. One of the games I've been very much looking forward to has been Avowed, and it looks like now Avowed is going to be delayed into 2025, they say, after Stalker 2's release date change as Game Pass's holiday season gets crowded. So it does not sound like it's anything really wrong with the game. They are just kind of trying to move it out of such a crowded time frame of games being released into a more light time frame. And I mean, for me personally, I think that is a smart move. I think that is a good move. Xbox at this point now has so many first-party IPs and so many first-party titles that are seemingly ready and almost ready to be released. You don't release them all at the same time, especially since they are going into Xbox Game Pass, because you're going to lose a lot of people who aren't going to be playing them at launch and may just forget about it as other games do come down later on. So moving it to a more light time frame is a very smart move in my opinion. But this is a report here from Windows Central. They corroborate the suggestion that Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming RPG Avowed is getting delayed into 2025 or early 2025. It's not an official announcement yet, but that's kind of what these reports are saying. They say that Microsoft and Obsidian are delaying Avowed in response to Soccer 2's recent delay into November, as the Xbox Game Pass holiday release schedule was starting to get crowded between these two games, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Frostpunk 2, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And reportedly, the game itself is in good shape. And I do believe that because we've seen so much about this game, deep dives, gameplay, non-stop stuff about Avowed. It does look like it is in good shape. I don't see why they would have been able to show off so much, take the time to do that if it was just in a terrible shape. I mean, the game looks good. This is, to me, different than the whole Redfall situation people may start referencing when it comes to this, because Redfall, we saw some pre-rendered, pre-cut stuff that from influencers that made the game look far better than it was. They're playing it on PC, and then just before launch we saw some really crappy console footage of it to really indicate the game wasn't anywhere in the shape that it had looked in the previous videos we had seen. But with Avowed, we've seen multiple different videos, we've seen the deep dives, and I think that it is going to be in good shape, and Obsidian really does not miss. So we will see here, but they also say it's unlikely that Avowed will be delayed any further due to technical reasons. And again, the delay has not been confirmed, but I think it's a smart move to get games out of busy times when you have so much first party IPs and you can spread them out and keep the hype for Game Pass continuous for a long time. And this is just a tweet here from Destin and going over the Xbox games 2024 and the release schedule, and you can just kind of see how packed it is. It's pretty crazy. So World of Warcraft expansion August 26th, Age of Mythology September 4th, Ara September 24th, Diablo 4 DLC October 8th, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 October 25th, and that one is going to take up tons of people times. It's the end of October and going into November. People are going to be playing that for a very long time. Flight Simulator 24 November 19th, Soccer 2 November 20th, and then we have the Starfield DLC, which is fall. We don't know the official release date, but there are suggestions here that it could potentially be releasing in September. Towerborn, we don't have an official release date, but it is 2024. Indiana Jones, again, no release date, 2024, probably November, December timeframe for that one. And then Avowed, which now will be probably early 2025. And as I said, when it comes to the Starfield Shattered Space DLC, it looks like September could be the time that we do get this. This is according to Oda Field on Twitter, saying that Shattered Space will release this September, and a release date trailer announcing the specific date is expected to come on August 20th, either during or around Gamescom opening night live. Again, that's would not be a surprise. This DLC is going to be at the Xbox booth, so they come out, they announce the release date at Gamescom opening night live, and they say to the people there, come out and check it out and play a bit of it before it releases in September. So it's just very, very close. Then it just adds to that insane schedule of games that are coming out in that time frame. So we'll see how it all breaks down, but there are tons of games to play, and if you release them all at the same time, people are going to drop off. They aren't going to go ahead and check every single one of them out. Even from this list here, I mean, there's so many games I'm going to miss in this time frame. Now, when it comes to State of Decay 3, we finally saw a new trailer for that at the Xbox showcase, and there's some cool information here. This is from Clobros, in case you missed it, posting Undead Labs has been working with Obsidian Entertainment to bring the shared world feature from Grounded to State of Decay 3, enabling a true co-op world owned by multiple players. And that's something I think this game absolutely needs, a truly shared world where you can jump in with your friends and just kind of go through it, because that one of the fun parts of State of Decay is the co-op. I mean, you can play completely single player, and I think a lot of people do, and it's still a great game, but having a co-op world where you can build stuff and build your base and just go through it and always know that it is shared and you're not going to lose your content, it's something the game definitely needs. So that's exciting. Again, we just saw a new trailer of this, so this is going to be closer now than it was previously when we had only seen the splash screen of State of Decay 3, and this is another huge game on the Xbox slate of releases. Now, when it comes to Forza Horizon 5, it looks like, again, we're getting more content for this, and we don't know the release date of this. Maybe this will also be before the end of 2024, but this is a post here from AR12 Gaming saying that breaking Forza Horizon 5 is getting a new game mode revealed at Gamescom, and there was a message that was just sent to all players that says, our booth at Gamescom will be showing a completely new exciting game mode inspired by our community and their creations. What do you think it could be. So Forza Horizon 5 still going very strong. A new game mode will obviously bring players back and bring new players into it. But the question here is, when is it coming out? What exactly is the game mode, and how will that fit in to the time frame of this end of the year schedule if they are planning on releasing it in 2024? Now, when it comes to, we talked about this in a previous video, but the Xbox, the financial reports, the consoles, there are some people out there who were kind of getting, again, worried about the Xbox console. We know Xbox's focus, which is expanding the ecosystem, getting people to play on as many platforms as possible. But Satya Nadella actually talked to investors and actually said that Xbox is focused on the console as a part of their overall focus with PC and mobile, saying for our investment in gaming fundamentally was to have, I would say, the right portfolio of both what we love about gaming and always have loved about gaming, which is Xbox, and the content for the console, and expand from there so that we have content for everywhere people play games, starting with PC. And that was a thing that a lot of people ignored when they were focusing on the numbers and the statement that Satya Nadella said. They kind of ignored that he did mention here that they are still focused on content for the console, taking that and expanding it to more people. And as we've talked about this many times on this channel, Xbox is making another generation of consoles. I don't think they are going to be abandoning consoles anytime soon. They're just changing their strategy and trying to get more people into it in different ways, knowing that you have choice of where you want to play, whether it's on the console or not, doesn't really matter as long as you're subscribed to Game Pass and their ecosystem. That's kind of all they care about. But from these recent financial reports with the drop, I think it was 44% in the console revenues, there was always going to be that question as to what does this mean for the future? The future, which we already know, play games anywhere, play on console if you want, and there will be more devices going forward, at least for another generation is the way that I see it. Now, yesterday we talked about the whole debacle of Bungie with the layoffs and the restructuring and stuff, and Destiny. Like, what is the future of Destiny now? It does sound like Bungie is going to be under Herman Hulst and going to be not really that independent PlayStation studio. There's going to be continuing on the same direction of other first-party PlayStation studios. And we did get some more information here that Project Payback, which was a project they were working on, has been canceled. And a lot of people thought this was Destiny 3, but apparently it was never actually Destiny 3. This was mentioned in Games Mess Mornings with Jeff Grubb, that Project Payback was indefinitely shelved at Bungie following the round of layoffs that broke in recent days. And here's a quote. It says, per Jason Schreier on social media, the world has it twisted about Project Payback, saying Destiny 3 was not canceled because it was never in development per people familiar. Bungie did some very early work on a spin-off project called Payback, but they canceled that a while ago. And I mean, so you can take that. And then Jeff Grubb also spoke on this and basically saying here that it led many to believe that Project Payback was effectively Destiny 3, prompting fans of the franchise to cry out in dismay at the notion that the third installment of their beloved franchise would never see the light of day. So it seems like there was kind of a mix-up of understanding here, but there was a project that never really got off the ground essentially at Bungie, and that is Project Payback. I don't think that they would cancel a Destiny 3. It would be crazy for them not to continue to make Destiny. They have a huge fan base. They will make a Destiny 3 in my opinion, or they're just going to continue to expand out on Destiny 2 forever. There will be more Destiny content, but of course after the whole layoffs and restructures, you had people kind of scared as to what the future of Bungie was in store, especially because it looks like they are truly going just kind of folded under SIE now with Herman Hulst at the head, and they're working on another third-person action adventure game apparently, which pretty much sounds and seems like it's going in the same direction of other first-party Sony games, which I don't really think they need more of, but we will see eventually when it all does get announced. And finally, we have this year Civilization 7 gameplay showcase is coming later this month. So all of you Civ fans out there, you can look forward to this. And it looks like this will be showed during the opening night live again at Gamescom, which starts at 4 p.m. Eastern, August 20th, 11 a.m. Pacific. And they say shortly after Opening Night Live finishes, 2K and developer Firaxis will host their own gameplay showcase video on the Firaxis Twitch channel and the official Civilization YouTube channel. Gamescom is sounding great right now. I'll be honest, like all the stuff that is coming out in announcement for it, now the anticipation for me has gotten pretty big. I mean, I think the Opening Night Live will be a fun show to watch, and then to see more of those deep dives of games that I want to see and play will be fun as well, from Xbox, from this here. Like there's so many things that are going to be happening at the end of August with Gamescom. It's just a nice little drop before so many releases. If you've checked out the August release schedule as well in terms of games, it is pretty crazy. But I'm gonna end the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.